mind me.
What you doing? What's that I hear?
I'm just dabbing. Oh, I almost said the B word. Dab.
Ooh, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday, Token Tuesday.
Tuesdays. Welcome to the show. I am Ms. Kindness B. Ramirez, your co-host, and
I'm EBK Mario C1.
Thank
taking a dab. Sorry about that.
Thank you. He's always taking a dab, y'all. You know that. This is the show where we toke herb.
Talk a lot of shit.
He talks more shit than I do.
Yeah. And I'll teach you how to talk shit, so just hit me up, you know.
I teach folks about, all things dope.
Well, you are pretty dope, though. I'm pretty dope, too, though.
Thank you. Our guest today is also my friend. Y'all know I like to have my friends on because we need to highlight what these special ladies are doing in cannabis. Miss Joy Victoria Clarke, founder of Mahogany Mary. Very excited to have my friend on today.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, me too. When I read everything about her, I was like, ooh, this is going to be interesting.
And she's beautiful. Wait till you see, y'all.
Yep, wait.
But we cannot do this without our friends who help to make it possible, keep the lights on, and pay for all this wonderful equipment.
That is
EBK Apothecary.
EBK.
It's ancient medicine for the mature or modern consumer, and www.ebk-cbd.com.
And the soccer moms.
And the soccer moms. The soccer moms love EBK.
Moms love it. They love it.
Yeah. Cute, well packaged.
Yeah. And then
effective.
They're like, oh, it's like I could smoke and.
Oh.
Yeah, just like that. Oh.
And then we don't want to forget about our newest sponsor. Our newest show supporter is My Tree Kids. This is clothing for kids that encourages activism. 8% of their sales go back to an aligning charity. Very cool. Visit www.shopmytree.com.
And remember, you can always use my coupon code, the backpack guy.
The backpack guy.
15%?
15%. All right.
And one more time, shout out to Uncivil.
Well, we'll show them. Let's show them what's on the
Uncivil
bar
right now.
Hey, y'all.
I was giving them a shout out early.
What up?
How's it going?
Miss K here.
EBK Mario C1, what's happening?
We were just talking about what's on the bar. How was your week, Mario?
Thanksgiving, I ate like 10 plates.
Yeah,
since,
I
like,
can
Thursday.
see. Can you see? Can y'all see that?
No,
Did he eat,
whatever,
like, 10
fool.
plates?
Whatever, dude. I worked out, so.
Yeah.
Really was 8.
You know what? I do not cook.
I know you don't.
Y'all know.
She does not cook at all.
Aaron does that. He does the cooking. I'm blessed in that way. But I cooked.
He hunts the food.
He hunts.
Sorry, that's an inside joke.
He really does hunt the food, y'all.
I'm gonna smoke.
Go ahead, please do. I need to smoke too. But anyways, I cooked a full meal last week, y'all. Like full meal. First time ever. Can I get a round of applause? I mean, because that's like the first time ever.
Actually was, and you were sending me pictures, and I was like, oh.
Thank you. I was sending pictures to everyone because no one was going to believe it. But you wanted to talk about this. You wanted to talk about this wax.
I still don't believe it.
I want to get into this conversation with Joy. So let's see.
Yeah.
This is something you're.
It's called
caked up.
Uncivil is the company.
Uncivil. So this is another brand who is working to. I think. Shoot, shame on me. Joy might know this when we bring her on, but there is a term for these brands who are really working to get their license. So they're in that like transition stage, and that's what we'll call some of these brands that we know that they're trying to label properly. They're doing the lab testing, but they don't yet have their license. And so,
But you know what? Hey, that's cool because it's still fire.
Shout out to an unregulated market that's still fire.
Shout out to Uncivil.
Uncivil.
Plug.
All right, so let's get into this because Joy is here. She's with us. She's ready to come out. She's beautiful.
That was a blooper.
She's smart. She is Joy Victoria Clarke, founder of Mahogany Mary. We've been sharing both because Mahogany Joy is who she is personally.
I'm so sorry about that.
Mahogany Mary is a business. And I think it's beautiful. And, welcome. Just before we get into this, welcome, Joy.
Welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for being here. We were talking about how you're Mahogany Joy, Mahogany Mary, and I just wanted to say real quick, I think it's brilliant. One, because you are such a beautiful mahogany woman. Two, because if you're going to brand anything, you should brand yourself. So
it's the best.
Right?
That's what
Mahogany
we do.
Joy. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and I always go back and forth with that. Like, sometimes I'm like, should I just change it to like Joy Victoria? But I also want to still plug my brand.
Exactly.
So Mahogany Joy is my personal Instagram. My business name is Mahogany Mary. When I first dropped Mahogany Mary, I was still in the cannabis closet. So it was sort of like a alternate ego.
So it
I
was
was
like
still
your
working for a big brand at the time who didn't know of my consumption. So originally Mahogany Mary was more of like my alias because I couldn't fully be out of the cannabis closet at that time. So then it pivoted into my actual business. So that's why we have a little mix up. But again, both brands, anything that's mahogany, anything is my brand. So I
Yes.
appreciate
There
it.
you go,
Yeah,
see?
it's just smart. It's like, Elixirs by Kindness, Club Kindness. My
EBK.
name is Ms. Kindness. Like, hey.
Everything is EBK. So,
Right, yeah.
We love to see it.
right? That's what we do.
I would say that, like, I like the sound of my own name. So I love it. So let's go back, because you just said something. Everybody assumes, like, oh, you've been in cannabis forever. You've always smoked weed. Everybody knows it. Because we're so public, people can't believe that we weren't always this way, that there is an evolution to that process. So, right?
Oh, always.
Yeah,
I
let's
think there's
talk about
always
that.
an evolution.
How you were first in the closet
Yeah,
and how you
so
came out.
So let's even start back before even being in the cannabis closet, before even being inside of it. I wasn't even in it. I was somebody that was anti-weed. Like I have cousins and ex-boyfriends who are like, you have a whole business, you called me a bum and blah, 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 blah. But like, unfortunately at the time,
That's what we were being taught. Yes, that's what we were being taught.
It's not even just what we were being taught. This is what the fuck I saw. So like I'm in college working full time, paying for school. And then, my people that smoked a lot of weed didn't do shit.
Yep.
So it wasn't not only that was bought into our head. Unfortunately, at the time, that's what I saw as well.
As a part of the culture.
And then as I got older, I think like once I bought my first home, I was able to like, okay, this is something I can enjoy. I was the first person to like have my place at home when I was still in Chicago. So all the friends would come over. So, when somebody comes to your house, if they're a pleasurable guest, they leave what they bring. Right. So whether that's cannabis or alcohol. So, first I'm like, at first I never bought weed. If somebody left something at the house, I'll roll it up after work or something like that. And that sort of started there.
You trying it out. Wait, now hold on.
This one right here.
Let me go back. I don't want to skip over this because we celebrating sisters on this show. So I know how old you are. Tell the world how old you are.
She's frozen.
Oh, and she froze up. I think y'all can hear us, though. Usually when that happens, our guests will be right back.
Like 2 seconds.
But I wanted her to tell y'all how young she is because she mentioned how she bought her house in Chicago and how she felt the freedom, being in a home of her own.
Oh,
and
sure.
then, yeah,
That's
right?
best.
I mean, that's
That's
special. And I know she was in her 20s when she did that. So, you know what? Let's give this a second. I think I'm going to try to get her back. Usually, we just have to call back. What is this, though? What's this we're smoking?
Huh?
What is this we're smoking?
This one is some platinum and some Baby Yoda. OG.
It tastes really good. Mm-hmm.
I'm already like, ooh, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it tastes really good. All right, we're going to get her back right now.
Once again, y'all, let's hear it for our sponsors.
Yes, thank you, EBK, Apothecary, and My Tree Kids. And My Tree Kids had a sale this weekend. Everything was 40% off.
Whatever, I still couldn't wear it.
What? Well, you can't fit it. We already talked about it.
I know, because I ate 10 plates. That's what you said.
We do have My Tree Dads, and there is one shirt in the line, and it says Braveheart on it. So, yeah. But you can't wear the kids' shirts.
Braveheart.
No, they're not for you.
That's pretty cool, though.
All right, let me try to get Sister Girl back. Come on back to us. Come back to us. Oh, see, yeah, she could see us. She could hear us. That's what happened. That's how it goes sometimes.
Wow, it just
we got it right
all
back.
The time, right?
It's the Skype. Yeah. They had 12 years to get it together, and Zoom kicked their ass.
They're hating on us.
We're right back with you. You're right back on camera with us, Joy.
We're just sitting here talking.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I had to download Skype.
Yeah, right. I'm old school.
When you guys give me Skype, I was like, Skype. I'll send you another another program where you can stream from that's a little bit better? Or have you tried Zoom? No shade to Skype.
No, listen, we use OBS. We're streaming, multi-stream right now. Twitch is up.
We've
People
tried
can see
everything.
us.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, and so we just tried to give Skype some love, to be honest, because they have this NDI setting that works with OBS. You look beautiful on the screen. I mean, like what I'm seeing here in the studio, everything looks great.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, and so we might try Zoom. But I just wanted to give Skype some love because I'm old school, so I'm 42, almost 43. Like
Zoom reminds me about 9 to 5. I don't want to do
that's
that.
okay. And Skype was like back when it first came out and we first started doing this web thing. And I felt like, okay, when this whole pandemic hit, what the hell happened? Zoom was like Zoom.
Just give me a two-way like back in the day.
Zoom.
Skype was like swipe. Yeah,
Exactly.
Skype went swipe. So anyway, sorry about that, but let's get right back into it. What I was talking about, what I was doing in the moment was showing you some love. We were doing this whole celebration about you purchasing your home
I
at
saw
such a
you
young
guys.
age. Oh, okay, cool.
See? That's
So,
what happens.
so you heard the love. You heard the love. Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you for that. So yeah, I bought my condo. It wasn't a house, it was just a little 2-bedroom, 2-bath. In 2012. I was, my mother was a real estate agent for 30 years, so I was blessed to have somebody that's been in the game. That's a privilege on its own. I can acknowledge that. And like being able to, like, once you're first in your own home, and especially like when I was younger, I would like move back and forth, and not necessarily with my parents. I was just a bad child, so I got kicked out. It was like, so when I bought my home, I was like, okay,
I know the
you can
feeling.
be comfortable.
I was a bad child.
Exactly.
Sorry.
And then once you're in your own spot, you can then let your guard down. You can then enjoy things. And then once you also feel like you accomplished something, I think
you feel safer to explore. Like
safer.
This is not going to take me backwards. Yes,
exactly.
yes.
I'm not going to lose my job. I'm not going to, flunk out of college like the propaganda told us, and
I do appreciate that, that you were saying it's not, it wasn't just what we were told. It's what I believed. Because we often skip over that taking responsibility for the fact that we saw two sets of people out, we share a similar story. My dad was in law enforcement. Drugs were bad. I was telling people that weed was killing brain cells. Like I was full on lying to them, but I believed that, right?
I didn't have no parents in law enforcement, but I had Grandma Irene.
Grandma Irene.
She was
so you start trying cannabis at home. You realize like this is a freedom I can experience and try. And then you move from Chicago.
Yeah, so I moved from Chicago to LA in 2015 by myself. I knew like maybe acquaintances. I had 0 friends, no family in LA, just picked up and decided to leave after just traveling back and forth for another job that I had. And when you come to California, it's Disney. It's literally weed Disney. So, your girl was going down to Venice.
Everywhere.
Medical card, remember medical cards seemed so long ago. But before
like,
adult
1999?
happened, we had to go to one of the quacks on Venice.
Right.
To go get the card.
It was always some doctor guy with his little thing
by
on.
myself. It was it was abundant. And like that's when I started really enjoying cannabis, and like it also tied into like yoga. So a lot of times I would go to yoga classes blazed. This is before, we're gonna get into that, but I used to go to my yoga classes super blazed, and that's how I found my community, through yoga and weed, because it was just me and I had nothing else to do but smoke weed and do yoga.
I go to the gym now and smoke.
Those are like the 2 best things to put together: cannabis and yoga. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's like and meditation.
I didn't flame up yet. I'm sorry.
No, okay. So I was just about to say that. So now we're gonna get into how you became a connoisseur. But let's go forward real quick and then back. What are you smoking on today?
Yes.
So today, can you guys see it? I have my favorite
Stone
brands.
Road.
Stone Road Farms. I absolutely love them. Shout out to Lex. He has the best fucking brand ever.
Best brand ever. The flower is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. It tastes like flowers. Yes.
So I am smoking their pineapple kush that's infused with Italian hash. So one of my faves. They are now available on Ease for delivery. So make sure you order from them. Super dope. Not only is the flower amazing, all their branding is amazing.
It's it. I mean, they're on the Responsible Brands Registry, our Club Kindness Responsible Brands Registry. They scored very high because of their responsibility programming as well. They're green, how they do things. So
And they pack a punch.
look at that. It's beautiful. The taste is phenomenal,
Yep.
consistent, high quality. So yes, we're very familiar with Stone Road. On my trip this weekend, my girls' trip this weekend, check the gram. I took a girls' trip this weekend.
Check the gram. She did it for the gram. Wow.
We were smoking Stone Road, so I love that. I love that. We need to honor those brands doing it well.
We're smoking a Baby Yoda.
That's
OG,
platinum. So yeah, we have
hand rolled by your boy.
we like to do our home grow over here of our favorite genetics, and our favorite genetics are platinum genetics. And I typically do 2 to 3 home grows a year.
Biased.
That's we are biased because the founders. You know how that goes. You love your folks, but anyway, now we're smoking Stone Road because you're a
backyard.
Yes.
See?
Love it.
There you go.
So so now let's go back now, because you then decided that you were going to transition out of what you were doing into cannabis as a source of income and a new career. So the first thing you did was not Mahogany Mary, right? Was it Mahogany Mary first, or because I know you had also okay.
Yeah, Mahogany.
So talk about that.
And some entrepreneurs, I have been doing both. I've been burning the candle at both ends. Baby girl likes a consistent check. I still have a full-time job. I still have a full-time job. I'm an associate director at a media agency. So I've been in advertising for about 11 years now, 2010, about a decade now. So being in advertising for different brands. And then I decided to develop Mahogany Mary, after I just fell in love with cannabis, and I fell in love with yoga. So when I originally started Mahogany Mary, it was just about to be a blog about me going to Yoga High and thinking about it. And then I realized I should put my actual work experience and pair that with what I developed, and that's how Mahogany Mary came into.
There's the gem. There's one of those gems, y'all. Listen to the gems.
Yep.
Okay, so we on this show we drop a lot of gems, Joy, and we don't want to skip over them because one of the things we always like to teach, right? We talk shit, we talk herb, but we're always teaching here too at Club Kindness. And you just really said something. One of the things that you wanted to do was pair what you can do, your skill set, with what you love. And that is key in happiness. I think that is how you find happiness. So I want to thank you for saying that, because that's a real gem drop. And shout out to Courtney. Thank you. Courtney said you look beautiful. We see you in the chat.
Oh, thank you. And then you just piggybacking off what you said, if somebody is looking to, pivot into the cannabis industry, I think the easiest way is doing what you do for the cannabis industry. So if you're an accountant, be an accountant for the cannabis industry. Now, I know that I know people that are in these type of roles and want to be more creative, but at least get your foot in the door doing what you love. One, because you can make sure that check is consistent, because it takes money to make money.
Yes, it does.
I'm all about a bootstrap, but it takes money to make money. So if you transition from what you're doing in your other roles into cannabis first, that gives you a little bit more clout to then pivot and do more creative things as well. I have been, planning, this is supposed to be the year I quit my 9 to 5, but COVID happened and I was like, oh, we gonna wait.
2021. Yes. Well, I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher. That's the trade. You bring it over to cannabis. I was like, I love cannabis. It saved my life. I'm going to teach people about cannabis. I know pedagogy. I know how to teach. That's it. Yeah.
Exactly, and pairing those things together, So, I started Mahogany Mary in 2016. The brand has evolved. I and my girl Manelli, Yoga with Manelli, we were the first ones doing yoga classes. We were the first ones off the jump. I was the first one doing the event, put it on record. 2016, Santa Monica.
She said, "Put it on record, y'all." Okay, y'all.
Can you rewind that?
Rewind the tape.
Rewind that again. Manelli, we were the first to have these yoga and cannabis events. Let's put it on record. Papa and Barkley was there. Dank Gals was there. This is when it was the wild, wild west.
You could get shout out to Shout out to Manelli, though.
Remember
shout out to Manelli.
This is your time to shine. Do it. Keep going. Keep going.
I love it. Okay,
so I lucky missed some days. The wild, wild west days.
It was fun though, but to be frank, they still exist.
Well, yeah.
We be at sessions all day, like, oh, put the sunglasses on, because now I'm also over here, you know.
Exactly.
This is
They
research.
do.
I'm doing
They do.
research. So, okay, so Mahogany Mary events. You started to do a series of different events, like you're talking about, yoga with Manelli and so forth, and you had in there.
So I did yoga. Yep.
And then I know you also had a venture that you kind of were starting, and then it didn't work out for whatever reason, but it was touring, because I was on one of those tours, and that shit was badass. Yes.
Yes. So after Mahogany Mary, I was doing that for a couple years, and then I met my previous business partner, and we started a tourism brand that we did for 2 summers. So we decided to put the events that I did on wheels.
Yes.
And it was great. I think that's one thing about being an entrepreneur. You gotta take shit, run with it, and when it don't work,
Pivot. Yes. Pivot.
So it's a great experience. It was a great experience. It was a great learning experience. It was just something that just didn't work out. I still had my first brand. She still had her other brand. So we really just went back to our homes. And because I'm already in the event space, the plan was to continue to do tours under my personal brand, because again, I was already doing events.
And then COVID
is the same thing.
Wait a minute, I want to go on tour. I've always wanted to go on tour.
But so right now, again, the best thing you have to do is continue to pivot. So I did do a few online experiences this year. I did a summer solstice event. So, did like a tea meditation and a mantra making, everything that I do with cannabis either highlights me to get closer to myself, to get closer to God, or closer to the ones that I love.
Yes.
So everything that I do is tied around them. So I like to call myself the vibe dealer.
I love it.
No matter what we do. So that's how, I developed Mahogany Mary. We will be doing tours one day.
I want to talk about that. Like, I want to talk about
smaller private events.
I want to talk about some of these events that you've been doing online, because we've all had to make this, this digital pivot. Even this, creating this whole CK set now, and deciding to, be a mistress of ceremonies in the internet. I've had to make that transition. How has Mahogany Mary come through, and what are you going to continue to do even when you can go back to touring?
Yeah, so I think I'm for sure going to continue to do online events, because one thing that I was able to do was to commune with my friends and followers across the city. I mean, across the country, across the world.
Yes,
So
access,
like 420, all excited that we were going to have a month of 420. Look how that duped us. But on 420, when I did my series of events, I was on there with my friends from New York. I had my homie that was overseas, so it was able to like have a session with my girls that I haven't seen since college.
Right. It almost opened up the world. Yes.
It takes the borders away. Yeah, it's events without borders, and I plug, that's a company that does that. Another dope ass.
That's a dope ass name. Yeah. Wait, here we go.
Rewind that again.
This is Events Without Borders. Okay.
But no, the company Hopin.
Hopin, yes.
Also a good platform to do their online events.
So shout out to my girls at. Okay, I didn't know that was their tagline, but I do know Hopin very well. Shout out to my girls at Tokativity. That's who Club Kindness is partnered with on our Bridges events. Which, Joy, there will be an episode for you to join us for Bridges. I know you've seen them and heard about them, but we are really having some challenging conversations around race, equity, and inclusion.
Shout out to Tokativity.
Shout out to Tokativity. And that is the platform that we use, so I'm very familiar with it. But that's, talking about the game, like...
But that's what happened. Like, that was the way that... Exactly, and that's how, like, Mahogany Mary was able to, continue. So then I did that, and then most recently I dropped a product line actually on Saturday. So again, what I'm doing with Mahogany Mary, I'm all about the vibe, I'm all about the experience, whether you're in person with me or I'm helping you to curate it inside your home with your friends, wherever. So like I said, tying into spirituality and yoga, I just dropped my first product, and they are spiritual bath teas.
Okay, wait.
I was just talking about
product launch right here. Let's get some applause right here. Something like a
new product alert.
That's what we need.
So
Wait, Joy, you got to do it
Each
again.
bath tea is
Hold it up to the
connected to
camera
one of
one more
your.
time, baby. One more time.
Let me see. Let me turn this down so you can get a good look at the
Yes, beautiful.
labeling.
Okay, so now these are teas. Go ahead.
Explain.
I'm so excited. I'm drinking tea right
Yep.
now.
So
Yes,
these
we
are
are
actually
actually.
bath teas. Yeah. So these are actually bath teas. So each
Oh.
tea is connected to your chakras. So
Mm.
this one is the root chakra. So all of the herbs in here is like bud rock, dandelion, rosemary, and lavender. All are going to help you be grounded and sort of
Oh, this
relax
is
you. And each
beautiful.
blend is connected to your chakra. So again, when I take my baths at night, is literally a ritual. Like I put myself to sleep the same way. I'm like, it's something that I'm training myself to
You
be
should
more
probably get
disciplined
into
to
that.
do
I should.
every day.
I really
Yeah,
love this. I
so
think
it's
it's
like making
brilliant.
this
I think it's
time and
brilliant.
setting a
It's thoughtful. It's
yes.
innovative. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Now, what's the brand name again?
The brand name is Faith and Flower. It's basically just the online
Faith and
shop
flower.
for Mahogany Mary. So faith really just like your faith in God, your faith in yourself, and then flower, of course, cannabis. So yep, this is the first product collection that I have. This will hopefully be hemp infused soon. I'm gonna be talking to Miss Kindness, y'all, soon about that, so I can
Come
source
see
it.
Club
But for
Kindness. We
right
will
now,
make
just
sure we
But
connect
I'm
you
gonna
with
talk
the
to you about that.
responsible
I want to get
source.
one of those now.
I want one now. I put my
yes,
own
but I'll
CBD
send.
in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll send you guys one for sure. Let me know which one you want. And then yeah, the
Do you have
teas you
anyone that's gonna
basically
make me
just
grow?
as you're gonna make a cup of tea, you tie it under your faucet and let the hot water actually brew a tea bath for you. And you sit and relax. And I get my
Oh
music going, my
man.
candle, get me another stone
It's a whole
rolled, and
Yes,
process
I feel
too.
like
and
It's a
I feel
vibe
very
that. Yeah.
out.
so I really like how there is this as you're describing the method for the tea bath.
I
You
can
are
make my
brewing a
specialty
tea.
too, and then do that.
There is a
Ooh.
process, and that is me. I practice meditation. That is a form of it, right? You're in present moment awareness as you're brewing this tea for your own consumption via the skin, And yeah, you can make a special tea before you lay down in the bathtub too,
Yep.
with some THC in it, right?
Oh, that makes some good
Oh, I
ones.
love that. I love that. So we need to
Yep.
add that to the Responsible Brands Registry for Club Kindness for sure, and get it into our marketplace as well. So we'll talk about that.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
So
And just always having to
congratulations.
pivot.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank
That's awesome.
you.
I'm just
Thank
thinking of
you.
it like,
Thank you. And yeah,
man, I want
just
to lay in
really
there right
having
now.
to pivot. I wanted to do products and it would have been it would have been be a little bit later, but now I couldn't do indoor events. It's
Excuse me.
like, oh, start pulling out your ideas that you already have. So just,
Right.
came to fruition sooner than I thought. And one of my good friends actually gave me the idea of the product. She was like, because she knew that I loved baths. And one day my friend Rochelle Lynn, absolutely love her,
Shout out to
Shout out to
Rochelle.
Rochelle. I
beautiful
was just gonna
girl
say
in the cannabis
that.
industry. Yeah, so she actually gave me the idea to do the teas because she knows how much I love mom. She's like, yeah, you should make a bath tea. And after her saying that, she only had to tell me once, and I was on it. Like
That
this
was
was
it.
June that she like gave me the idea, and from there, like I said, that's what entrepreneurs do. We
That's
try
right.
the next
That's
thing.
it. That's how we do
like,
it.
like they say, if you don't come out 2020 learning something or doing something, you're
Listen,
lazy. Lazy and
shout out to Women Empowered in Cannabis as well. I'm a moderator for the Women in Color group, and we are releasing our holiday guide in a few weeks. And I just wrote the blessing for the closing of 2020. I can't say what it says. I'm going to have everybody read it later. But I really had to pull deep to think about what 2020 was, what I originally thought it was going to do, and then what it provoked naturally, and what we now need to just release and take forward with us. And so I'm very excited about 2021. A lot of new things happen for us as well here at the brand and at home base. I'm just so proud of sisters, Black women like yourself, friends, who are doing such amazing things. And we just really, really, really want to celebrate you and thank you for helping us do the last show of this season, of the first season of Token Tuesdays. Thank you, Joy.
Thank you so much, Joy.
Oh,
Yeah.
and listen, and so officially, we
go ahead.
we want to officially indict you into the rolling circle of trust.
That was on point right there.
That was the first time we did it like perfect, like we did it.
So, I am honored.
All right, so go ahead.
You have to answer everything just off the dome. Just
4
right
questions.
away, boom.
4 questions.
Can't think. If you think, we're going to ask you again.
Different question.
Different question.
They're easy, they're fun,
Easy.
and it's stuff that we feel like our viewers want to know about people, and everybody always answers differently. All right? All right, so number 1, this one's easy.
Yep.
What's the first thing you do when you wake?
Bake. Who don't say bake?
Oh, I dropped my
Number 12! Nobody says bake. You said it for the last show. Nobody said bake.
Like before you brush your teeth or after?
Who doesn't say bake? That was easy.
Everybody.
People say different things. Like, what did, somebody said I wake up and I look at my husband or, or something like that.
Pretty cool though, but.
Yeah, like drink water. You know, people didn't all say bake.
Check my phone.
We thought for sure we were going to get like 12 bakes. So we love that you're the last
Bake
one.
the whole time? Yeah.
Nothing.
First thing I do when I wake is bake. Yeah. I think even before I drink water.
Wake and bake nation.
Yeah, which is bad. I should drink water first. Anyways, all right.
Exactly.
You should drink water first.
We said it at the same time.
I think I drink it like after the 3rd rip.
Which is bad. I love it. Number 2. What's your favorite strain of cannabis?
You gotta think.
Ooh,
Ooh, she's thinking.
you're not supposed to think about it.
So, I did think about
You
it.
did.
If you hadn't asked me brand, I would have been quicker.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
You know what?
you
What
know
is
what? We
what
gotta-
is your favorite brand? Because that's important.
Stone Road.
Stone
It has to
Road.
be Stone
Road. They're already on the responsible brands registry, but I love it. Yes. Okay.
We gotta add that.
Strains can change. Yeah, strains can change too, depending on what you need, right?
I'm a gelato guy.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So
Everybody names, like, we're going to be real. We know everybody names aren't, like, genetically. People just be.
yeah, it's like
I go by brand.
I was hanging out with my cousin Mo when I came up with this. So we're gonna call this Mo Green. Like that's it. There's no
Mo
relevance.
Green.
Yeah.
Mo Green. Mo Green.
That's gonna be my next flower,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
right?
Yep.
All right, number 3.
Ready? What's your superpower and why would you want that?
Being invisible.
Ooh, why?
So we're not going to just sneak all over the place.
A lot of people want to be hiding and shit. A lot of people.
Teleport.
A lot of people
Boom,
want to.
gone.
A lot of people want to hide. A lot of people
Yeah.
want to get the fuck away really fast. So we got like this season. We got invisible a couple times.
Yeah.
We got like go into the walls or become a chameleon, camouflage.
Yeah, I like the teleportation too, though.
the
Yeah.
best.
Because what if I'm invisible? I can sneak on the plane, so I really don't
Exactly.
have to teleport. But it would be nice.
No, teleport's
Yeah,
like
to
when you're
just
getting
get there
yelled at.
quick. Teleports for when you're getting yelled at. He
Later.
says. When his
Later.
wife's yelling at him.
When you
Later.
get yelled at.
I'm out of here.
Oh man. And number 4, tell us how your weed cherry got popped.
The first time you actually were like really, really high.
Yeah, so not
This
not
is
like your
great.
yes,
Everybody's
okay,
first
cool.
time is like you don't get high.
She got it. Yes.
So first time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, the first time you really
Yeah,
had the
so
most
it was-
elevating experience.
Like if I
Doesn't
go-
have to be necessarily the first time.
Like if I go home, I'm in trouble. Like that.
Yeah, I would still have to say the very first time, and it was really
See?
bad. Like
Oh.
my big sister still like hates me for this. I was babysitting her
Excuse me.
son.
I think
and me and my
I know this
cousins
story.
were,
Oh my God,
like,
this is
got
such
high
a good
the first
story.
time. I think I told you this. And my cousin, like, she came and like she's like, "Ooh, I stole some weed from my brother. Let's roll this like really bad limp ass like
Reggie.
blunt." This is when I smoked blunt.
Was it Reggie?
Oh,
And
Back in the day.
we got super faded. I went upstairs and went to sleep.
she was
The baby was
babysitting. The
downstairs.
baby was
In the
downstairs.
swing.
Don't
In a
tell
swing.
Mom. Don't tell mom.
Safe in the swing though.
Say.
In the
Oh.
swing, safe and not crying. I
Swings
want to
are
preface
always
that.
Always good. Trust me.
She wants to preface that the baby was in a swing, safe, y'all.
No,
Okay,
safe.
go
That's what
ahead,
I'm saying.
Joy. Go
Like,
ahead.
Swings are the best. Trust me. I
In the
know.
swing, safe, okay? But your girl got high and went to sleep.
Did they come home and you were asleep still?
And then my big sister found me.
Ooh.
Yep. She found me. I was asleep with the door closed. Like,
Locked and everything.
and then she woke me up She's like, what it smells like that? I'm like, air perfume? What's that under that smell? I'm like, how can you smell under something? I mean, like, being a complete asshole, right?
You're like, I think it's your BO.
And me and my cousin were just faded. Absolutely faded. And again, this is like the one time that I did it and then didn't smoke it again for like who knows how long. But
That's awesome.
my sister,
I love it. That's
like she almost forgave me for it.
That's a good
she still
story.
brings up
But
to
my
this day.
nephew is 16 now.
But you know what though? Like, and he's perfectly healthy and fine, right?
Perfect.
Oh goodness, that's like Kelly and John. Kelly was like, "Oh, I was like 12, and there was a 9-year-old
And there
and,
was
a
a
6-year-old." And we're like, "What?" I love it. Yes.
I was like, all these people were in there when you were smoking?
all these people, all these kids.
Whoa, that's crazy.
I love it. Oh man, thank you for sharing your story with us. Thank you for sharing some of your life with us, your vibrant energy, your beautiful smile. And tell everybody, it's on the screen. They can see how to find you. But, just go ahead and say anything you want to know right now for people to find you, new projects. Shout out the brands one more time.
Yay! So again, I am Victoria Clarke. I am the founder of Mahogany Mary. You can follow me at mahogany.mary on Instagram. And then I also just dropped my tea line. It's a bath tea line for your, rituals and your relaxation times, called Faith and Flowers. Yeah. And each tea is correlated with one of your chakras and the things that you want to cultivate and or balance. So please check us out again at mahogany.mary or mahogany.joy.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun.
This is
a great way to, man.
Congratulations.
Oh man, thank you so much. We're going to be doing a bunch of promo videos over the next couple of weeks to really prepare for season 2. Season 2, we'll have a lot of people back. We're going to do some musical guests. So, COVID has been a blessing for us, for my creative spirit, I'll say.
For my creative spirit too.
Yeah, once my college classes went online, I was like, oh, I could stay home every day and do all this from the internet. I kind of like this. So, yes.
I like it too.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
I absolutely love being at working.
I do miss hugging people though. I miss hugging people, and I want to have you over to my house and hug you.
Wait a minute.
So I look
you never hugged them anyways.
Well, I really don't. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying.
Whatever.
I look forward to that day. And again, I just want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
Sit tight. We're just going to wrap up and then we'll see you after. Sit tight. All right. So thank you. This has just been a wonderful way to close the show.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
That was our last one.
Yeah,
Our
but
last
season
show.
is gonna be bigger and better.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay, so little drops, y'all. We're gonna have musical guests.
Yes.
We're gonna go to 2 times a month, the 2nd and 4th Tuesday, but we will still have the same dynamic guests. Some big names coming. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited.
What are we doing on January 5th?
I think so.
That's the second week.
We'll let you know. You better stay tuned for the promo so you can find out.
Stay tuned, y'all.
Shout out again to our guest today to close the season, Joy Victoria Clarke of Mahogany Mary Events.
I can't wait for that.
I know, me too.
I know. I don't take baths, but I'm taking one.
Okay. He's going to take a bath as soon as he gets his bath. I love it. Yes. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, I will. Mm-hmm. No,
go ahead. I was about to say something.
No, I will not.
This is an adult show. Anyways, ebk-cbd.com, ancient medicine for the modern consumer. Thank you for making this season possible. Shop My Tree, that's SHOPMAITRI. This is kids clothing that encourages activism. And, we're going to
shout
close
out
it
to
up
everybody
here.
who's always hopping on every week.
That's
you know
right.
Who that is.
Yes.
My boy Dante.
Thank you, Dante. We love you.
Yep.
Today we
had
had
you guys in there.
Yeah, had some good chat today.
We did.
People joined us.
Well, let's wrap it up. I gotta go see baby girl.
Token Tuesdays, y'all. This has been an amazing season. We're closing 2020 on top.
Token Tuesday!
Yes! The show where we toke herb,
talk shit,
and teach folks about all things dope.
Wanna go smoke?
We out.
Peace! Merry Christmas! Happy New Year! All that. All
right, stop recording, streaming, stop.